Alright Blues, and welcome back to the Transfer Target. It's part one of today's Transfer Target because you are sick of me quoting Kristof Terreur on Twitter. So we've brought Kristof Terreur to you to clear up what's happening with Kevin De Bruyne after last night's complete Twitter meltdown. So, is Kevin De Bruyne staying at Wolfsburg? Is that happening?
Decision hasn't been taken yet, so I don't think he might stay, but I think City's still really in for him, so it's up to the next days to take a decision. He has to decide, and I think Wolfsburg will play an important part in the decision because they have rejected all bids so far, although they say there has been no bid. Yes, there have been a few offers already, so it will be decided one of the coming hours or one of the next days. So City are still in for him, and I hear City are still confident to get him. So
what happened then last night? He seemed to say he was staying.
Yeah, he definitely said that, but it was a moderator who told him to repeat the sentence. He first said, they asked, he got an award, they asked to his future, and he said, yeah, I like it at Wolfsburg, I like the familiar atmosphere. And then the moderator tried to let him say, I will definitely stay at Wolfsburg forever, in German, but his German isn't that good. And he repeated it twice, not knowing what was happening or not knowing what should happen or what would have been the impact of it, because it was a show for 1,000 people, I guess. And then suddenly the German guys all started tweeting, he's staying. I retweeted that tweet, and then I suddenly thought, this is a contradiction with what I've been told so far. And then I tried to call his people, his parents, his agent didn't pick up the phone because they were in the show, of course. Then I got a phone call from a German colleague who said, yeah, I've had the Wolfsburg press officer. He says he don't know what he says. And if Wolfsburg is saying that, then I knew something was wrong. So I tweeted the same kind of things, that he had to repeat it without saying, he's definitely staying. But yeah, at that moment, damage had been done already, so everyone thought he was staying. And then I got a phone call from his agent who left the show. They just left the show after this exploded, and he said, and I want you to get the message out that we're devastated, that this in the most important week of his career, that they tried to trick him with this. So they felt a bit betrayed by the show, so by the moderator, by the people who made the show. So
could this be the trigger then that sets the wheels in motion, as it were, for the transfer?
I think the wheels were already in motion. This won't influence the transfer too much, I think. I think the meetings they had, or the meetings they will have, are already planned. So I think Begiristan yesterday would have thought, oh, what's this shit? I don't care about it. So
yeah. How much money is it going to take? Because apparently there's been a bid of 49.5.
Yeah, and Wolfsburg, they dream of 57 million pounds. They won't get it, I think, because City have that budget. I think it will take up to 50 million pounds to get him. So it's now up to Wolfsburg to accept it. They know the player is thinking about the move. They feel it's a lot of money for a player who has performed one good season. So
does the player want the move?
I'm not sure. Players never speak out, but I think he feels something for the move. He's up to a new challenge, I think. Certainly when a team like City comes in, he has something to prove in England too after his time at Chelsea. So he wants to go to the team that shows them that they want him the most. And I think it's City, because Wolfsburg tried to offer him a new contract on Sunday evening. It was they doubled his wage, but it's not a City wage. So
is he worth £50 million?
Well, there's not a player. There are no players who are worth £50 million in my eyes, but he has something special. So I understand why City are going for him. He can play the tiki-taka way of football. He can play direct football. He has lots of options. So it's a versatile player. So he's one of the brightest talents in Germany. If you can get him before Bayern buys him, I should go for him too. So.
How highly thought of is he in Belgium?
Well, he's on the same level as Eden Hazard. We have 4 stars in Belgium. That's Thibaut Courtois, Eden Hazard, Vincent Kompany, and Kevin De Bruyne. And because Kevin De Bruyne performs better than Hazard in the national team, Belgian fans think he's our best player. So
it's a good move. It's a good move for City then.
yeah, we will have to see it. He has to adapt to English football. He's played 4 games for Chelsea in the Premier League, or 3. I'm not sure about that. Some in the Champions League, but it's always difficult to predict if is he going to adapt to the way of playing in England. But I think he has all the qualities to make it. So yes, it's a good move.
And are you confident that we'll see him in a City shirt this season?
I'm quite confident. Yes, from what I hear, is that the move can happen. So I think he will be in the City shirt, but I don't know when. It can be this week, it can be next week, or it can be in the beginning of September. I don't know. Who are you playing after the international break?
I can't think off the top of my head, but we've got Everton and then Watford. So maybe for Watford, maybe.
But I'll go for Crystal. I will go for Crystal Palace. I think. I hope the move will be done before, and otherwise I will be dragging on this topic for 2 weeks. So I want it out too. So
right, brilliant. Well, there we have it. Kristof's finally told us what's what. Cleared up that mess from last night. I've left his Twitter handle in the description below. Go and follow him on Twitter. He's the most reliable guy out there for De Bruyne. But thanks for coming on, and make sure you check out part 2. The link will be in the description as well. And I'll see you tomorrow for episode 49 of the Transfer Target. I think we won 2-1. 2-1. Come on, 3-0. 3-0. We won 3-0. We won 3-0. Top of the league.